Hello, good morning everybody. Thank you for coming back to join me today. Carrying on with my So Fun sewing themed journals using the papers from Amy Crafty Cat. I've been having some trouble with my lighting, so I hope it is bright enough for you all to see what I'm doing. When you were with me last time, we made the pockets that Rachel had done on her weekly challenge. Let me just move you over a bit. There we go. And I've ended up putting them on one of the digital printed pages, and I think you can see that I've ended up putting some fabric on it that I had with some little flowers on because I felt it just went with the theme, the sewing theme. I've put some tags in. These tags came with the kit, but I've decorated that one. And then on the back I've put another tag, so that hangs over the page, and I've got some of these tiny Tim Holtz clips that I've just put that on with. So that was that one, and oops Daisy, I've got so many papers out today. And then the same, this one the same, so I've put the same fabric on, put the journaling cards in there, and one on the back as well. So I'm happy how they turned out. I was pleased with that. What else have I done since? Oops, these tiny clips, they are so tiny. I've also, with the tissue tracing paper, this is actually the backing for Bonder Web or Wonder Web that I get in a big roll for when I do my fabric journals. And I always keep it because I just think it's a nice quality paper. And what I've done is I've had some of this paper that's the wrapping paper that I've used on the inside for the pockets, and I've just added it to the, I love this one with the ladies' underwear, such fashions of the 50s, I think. Anyway, I've used it to edge those those papers because they're quite flimsy. Did I do anything else since you were with me? I don't think that I did. I've got some journal cards to make. No, I didn't do anything else in that one. Was it in this one? I know I've done something. Isn't it funny how you can never find anything when you think you've made it and then you haven't? Oh, I did a flip. That was it. So on this page, I'd folded the paper over. So I've collaged a flip on there, which means that the same thing is on the other side. I love this paper. That's one of Rachel's. So that's one of the cards that comes with the kit, and I've just done that as a flip as well. So I've done something similar in both of the journals. And what I wanted to do today, in this one I've already done it. So this one on the front page has this flip out, but I haven't got one in the other journal. So I thought I would just put the camera on and just bring you with me while I'm thinking about what I want to do for that. Some of the papers in a vintage book that I've got, I've just glued them back to back to each other, and I'm going to use that as the pocket. Is it this one it's going in? It's going in this one, and it's going to go there, and it's going to be a flip. So I'm happy with the size of it. It fits the paper nicely. A couple of people have asked me how I do my flips without getting them too bulky, so maybe this will answer that question. I'm not sure which to have as the front and which as the back. I like both of them. So that's about making collars and that's about making pockets. It doesn't really matter because whichever way I do it, the opposite is going to be on the inside, isn't it? So I think I'm going to start. I think this is going to be the top of it. And somewhere I've got my, oh gosh, I've piled everything up at the side of me, so don't look anybody. Amy's got this paper in the kit with these trims on. So I'm going to cut this. I've decided, I've made a snap decision that I am going to use this I used that one on the other one as the flip. Did I? Do you know, I can't remember how I did it or what I did. Let's just remind myself. So I'm going to make the flip and then I put it on the back. Yep, so it's this part down here and then I've covered it. Yep. I know what I'm doing now, folks. Scary, isn't it? So I think however I fold it, I'm going to lose. So I'm going to make that a little bit smaller because I would like the numbers to be on the front with a little bit of that. I don't think I'm going to make it. I don't think it's going to work. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, it just means that I'm going to have quite a lot of that covered up. So do I want that? No, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to just take a little bit more off there because I do, to me, I want the numbers to show. Personal choice again, I guess. You know, we all do this slightly differently, don't we? What we like to see and what we don't like to see. It's stuck on my mat. I think I want to cut it about there. So I'm not going to take too much more off. There we go. Do you know, you must join me just so that I can faff. Come faff with me. I'm going to put that on there. I am going to stitch down it, so I'm not too worried. How big do I need it? Scissors, buried my scissors, they're here. I love this turquoise colour. I'm just going to cut it off there for now. Glue that on. And hopefully you can see what I'm doing. So that's going to go on there. And I want it to be quite straight. I don't want it to be too wonky. But I wanted those numbers on, didn't I? It's a warm day again here in the UK, so my glue is a little bit melty. But I'm happy with that. And that will fold over. And that will be the flip. So I know there's not much there, but I'm going to cover that as well. So we're not going to worry about that. I'm just going to trim it so that it's level. Straight trim would be good. Okay, so I'm happy with that. So that's going to be the front of it. I don't know if I want to put a label on it or not. Quite like that one actually. I do love these labels from Tracy. I don't think I like the green with that turquoise. Do I want a blue one? Again, I don't like the blue with the turquoise, so I think it might have to be one of the brown ones. Shout if you see one that you think would go with it. That's cool. I quite like that one actually. So I think I might actually put that one there. I don't want to put it at the top because I'm going to have a tab at the top. So I think I'm going to put that in there. Yeah. Just put the lid on the rest of them. I've really enjoyed making these journals. I probably won't get them finished before I go away, but I've been trying to do as many videos as I can so that you can get a good idea of what they're going to look like. And I have gone down a little bit of a rabbit hole because just as I printed these from Amy, Mrs. Cog bought out her sewing themed journal kit as well. And so I kind of thought in for a penny, in for a pound. So I'm now doing three three journals. One's a hardcover with Mrs. Cog's, and the others with Amy are going to be soft cover. Just make sure I've stuck that on. So yeah, sometimes you just have to go down that rabbit hole, I think, don't you? I think I'm going to have this as a pocket in the corner. A pocket on pockets. So I think I'm going to cut that. I've got a video coming up probably after this one to show the other journal that I'm making, the hardcover one. I wanted to try and keep them separate because they are different kits that I'm using. So I'm cutting this about 3.5 inch square because I don't want it to be an enormous pocket because it's just going on the back of this, so it doesn't need to be, it doesn't want to be massive, does it? And that's going to go on there. Just trying to decide if there's a way that I prefer. I think I prefer that one. So I'm going to glue these two. Now I've folded it, I'm just going to glue them together with my squidgy glue. There we go. Just going to trim the edge off there because I can, oh, I hope I'm in frame. It's a really funny light today, and it didn't seem to matter where I put my ring light. It doesn't seem to be very bright no matter where I put it, so maybe I'm just worrying needlessly, but and you can all see fine. Hopefully you can. I thought for a minute that the phone had stopped recording. So that's going to go on there as a pocket. And somewhere I have got some labels from Mrs. Cog. I wonder where I've put them. One moment. Well, would you believe it? They were right in front of me all the time. Goodness knows. That's me. You know, if you're a crafter, if you pet fabric. Excuse me, lady. So happy. Ripped to shreds. My sewing room isn't messy, it's just all out on display. I think that's the one I'm going to use, and it does just fit on there. So I'm going to glue that on there first before I stick it on to the, before I put the pocket on, I mean. Sticky fingers, put the glue lid on, and that's going to go on there. Okay, so I'm going to sew round this, and as I say to you, you don't have to sew if you don't want to. I prefer to sew pockets like this on, and I want to sew round this because I'm not convinced that I've stitched the two papers, the 2 pages together really well. So that's going to go on there. So, oh no, that's the one that's already got one in. So, gosh, these are getting really chunky already. I feel I've not started with them yet. Glue everywhere. Right, so if we just look at this, not that page, it's going to go onto this page. Although then that means that's there, doesn't it? I don't mind that. I might put one of the ladies on there. Where's that lady that I was just holding? I quite like her on there, actually. What do you think? I'm getting sidetracked now, aren't I? But I think it kind of just ties it in. Maybe I'll think about it, and if I did, I need to cut that little bit out. They're so fiddly cutting these little ladies out, but I think I might do that. Anyway, stop getting sidetracked, Carol. Right, so I'm going to take that page out. Oh, that was something else that I'd done. I'd put a fabric flip on the back. So that's going to go in there like so. And it's going to flip out like that. But I need to stitch around this before I stick it in. So if you wouldn't mind just bearing with me while I go and do that. Okay, I'm back. So that's going to go on there like that, and it will flip out like that. And it's got the pocket in just there. So I'm going to attach this to this page. So this is how I do flips in my journal. Sometimes I will use fabric and put it over a page, but I didn't on this one. I want it at the bottom of the page. So that's going to go there. I should probably have put the fabric tab on there, but to be fair, I can still stitch it if I want to. It's not interfering too much. So that's going to go on there like that. And then I want to cover that. I don't think I want that I think actually I might use the same that I've done with that. It goes quite nicely. Yeah, I think that's what I will do. Oh yeah, that's, oh, sorry, I was just wondering why I've got this book open over here. Did I decorate it? Who knows? Right, okay. So what I'm going to do, does that fit? It does fit top to bottom. I'm going to tear it. Just put my glue lid on. It's starting to ooze. Then I just need to take off the top and the bottom so that it fits. Hope you're all doing okay. As I say, here in the UK, we've had really good weather. It's supposed to be going colder. I like that. I like that. I'm just going to take a fraction more off there and stick that on. We're supposed to have had torrential rains, but I think it has rained down south, so I dare say it's on its way up to us. It seems to spread up and down the country, doesn't it? I'm just hoping no thunderstorms, because my dog is petrified of thunderstorms. She shakes like a jelly, bless her. Now the only thing with putting that on there is you don't want it to interfere with that. No, and I haven't got it in the crease, so that's fine. There is a bit of a gap there, but obviously it's because this is stuck on, not right up to the edge. Just flatten that down. There, so that's my flap, and it isn't very bulky. It is going to have a pocket just there. Well, it has got a pocket just there, hasn't it? And I'm thinking I'm going to use this as the, I was going to say, as the ticket. Let me just put this page back in. I don't want it to get creased. And I might end up putting that there in this one. No, I don't like it. It is still going to go where it was. And it might get the lady added to it. We'll see. We'll see. Right, so I know where that's going to go. And I'm going to use this as the tag. Do I leave the edge? Well, I think I'm going to cut the black edge off it, because it would only have it at the top because it's too wide. I want to keep the word Vogue on there. I don't want to lose that. Oh, Carol, you silly Billy, you need to know how tall to do the pocket, don't you? What a nana. So if I just put it in upside down so I can get a rough, I'm going to cut it just underneath those pattern pieces there. Might need that for something else, who knows. The other one I decorated, didn't I? So I'll do this the same, if I can find my little pieces. I kept all of the little snips and pieces that I had. And I'm just going to put them on in like a I know it means that you do lose some of the pattern on here, but I'm not going to worry. Why worry? I like the effect of the different stripes. Do we want another one? I think we do. I'm just going to stick those on there. And at the end, if I don't like what I've done, then I will make another tag. But I did like the effect on the other one. So I want to keep the word Vogue. Oh, I've got glue there, look. Big lump of it. Never mind. Keep the word Vogue on there. Might put that one a little bit lower. And then that one can go up higher again. It seems a shame to, these are the edges that I cut off from the edges of the kit. The kits that you get from the USA, you have, well, if you have to fit them to page. I have to fit them to page. They don't want to, put some more glue there, look. They don't want to fit my pages very well. If I try and print them full size, then I always miss the top of the image. So when you fit them to page, they shrink down so you get a margin either side. So they're all my little bits that I'd cut off from that. And I want to put a lady on there. She's a bit big, isn't she? Or is she? Oh, I think I quite like those two ladies. Do they need a little bit of something behind them? I don't think they do. What else? Who else have I got? Got that lady? No. Again, shout if you see one. I quite like her actually. Yep, I'm going to use her. Sorry folks, you're going to go on something else. So I'm going to use that lady on there. I just want to squash her down a bit. Oh, it's there, look. Couldn't see it hiding under there. So if we just bring the page back, that's just going to pop in there. It's a journaling card. So I'm pleased with that. I'm happy with that. Just make myself a little bit of space. So I just want to tag fabric tag on there. What have I got? I've got the green. No, I don't like the green. Oh gosh, I've only got little tiny pieces in here. I've got some of that. Maybe that would work. Oh, those scissors won't cut fabric. Yeah, I like that one. So pink or blue? I think we'll have the pink side showing. There we go. I am going to stitch that on. So just to finish it off, I think I'll just go and stitch that on and come straight. Okay, didn't take me a minute, did it? So I'm going to put it back in its page. Yep. Trying to think where it went. So it goes in there. So we've got the pocket, the flip out there. That's going to be the journal card that goes in there. And I'm quite happy with it next to that book page. I know the other one, I put that one there and I put that book page there. So, you know, I like to mix them up a little bit. So I think it's coming on quite nicely. I don't think I've got an awful lot more to do on this one or the other one. I'm thinking I might leave that because I think that's a nice writing page and I like it next to that one. I've got the flip out there. Put the paper on there. I wanted to leave these pages because again you can write on that, and I just loved it next to that lady in that paper. I thought that was really pretty, so I wanted to leave that as it was. I have got some ruffles and things that, you know, I could put something like that on. I mean, that's quite pretty on there. But it could be that I just include those in, if you know, if somebody wants to purchase these, I would leave them, put them on. I want to put something, so I need a couple of tucks in there. And I have actually made a few bits and pieces. So I've got a pocket. I think I was going to put it that way, so that it would be a tuck spot just there. So that might well go on that page. That way actually, wouldn't it? It could go that way as a tuck, but it's a bit wide. I'd have to cut it down. So, and I think I've got two of those, so that would be one each in each journal. So I'll leave those out to do. What else had I made? I've got that, but that blends in too well. And I've got some tissue paper there, some of the tissue, and I think I was thinking I could do that as a pocket, so I may well do a pocket on either side of there. What else have we got? Sorry, I'm just nipping out of frame again, aren't I? I think that's nice for a journal space again, for journaling on. I think I get the urge to put something on every single page, and then it doesn't leave anything, I don't think, for the whoever's going to have it to make it their own. And I think I'm going to leave that to write on as well. Got my envelope in the middle, fabric flip just there, and I've made one of these in for my other journal, and I've got a video for that. Love that. Need a tag for in there, something on there maybe. Again, that can be written on. I might put something on that page actually. We'll see. Maybe those for pockets I said, didn't I? yeah, so it's coming on really nicely. I'm happy how it looks. The last page, I'm not going to put anything on there either because that's nice for writing on, and I've put the ruffle on it. So, yep, I'm happy how these are turning out. Again, beautiful, beautiful papers from Amy. So I hope you like them. And the next time you see this probably won't be until the end of August when I'm back from my holiday, and I do a flip through because I don't think I'm going to get it done in time. But thank you so much for coming. I really do enjoy your company. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.